Rowan.
Hi, I'm Jack.
And I'm Becky, and we're building a farm.
In the parish of St Pierre de Bois on the beautiful island of Guernsey.
Come along with us and watch it grow.
2, 1.
Sorry, this baby's not surprised.
Okay.
Alright, fine.
I'm a landscaper by trade, and I've been into horticulture for my whole life really. I started as a very young child with helping my granddad in his veg garden. I ran a landscaping company here for 10 years. We started out very small, just me and a van, and then it ended up into a bit of a machine, 10 people, lots of trucks and tools and yards. I got to the stage where I was sat behind a screen, and that was something I never really wanted to do. So a couple of years ago, after watching endless YouTubes, I thought, let's just go for it. Let's really see if we can do this growing dream. And luckily enough, my wife Becky shares that dream, and we found a parcel of land. And the last thing I wanted to do before actually signing on the dotted line was just walk around with an old boy grower friend of mine. But we took our dog with us, and unfortunately he ate something on that field, and 5 days later he died in the vets in our arms from acute kidney failure. So obviously we had to pull the plug on that land. There was no way I could turn up every day with the memory of that. So back to the drawing board. Becky said, don't lose the dream. And we found a house with land. We frantically spent the summer convincing a private bank here to lend us an obscene amount of money. And now we are in mind-blowing debt, but we're here. And we're going to try and pay it off with a load of lettuce. I've been involved with plants my whole life, but growing vegetables commercially is a whole different ball game. Something's eating the leaves, underwatering, overwatering. It's raining, it's not raining. There's so much to think about. The production of food globally has snowballed into this machine over tillage, monocropping, chemical fertilizers, chemical pest control. So we're starting a commercial market garden to begin with, trying to grow good food without chemicals and really focusing on the soil. There's a problem with the way that we're buying food here, not only in Guernsey but in the UK as well. Why is it when we go into supermarkets, green beans for example, they're flown in from Kenya when they could well be grown here? Our mission is to try and change that, to try and educate people to eat more seasonally. How can we reduce our food miles? All of the buzzwords. We've started to sell things. My little brother has just moved back to the island and is the head chef at a new exciting new restaurant. So I've been supplying him with mixed leaves and microgreens. And we supply another restaurant as well. A farm shop has been opened recently by the guys at the soil farm, and there is a really kind of growing community of like-minded people here that want to try and change things.
We have a very gorgeous but very, very active 1-year-old called Rowan, who we've named the farm after. But shortly after we had bought this place, we got the shock of our lives when we found out that I was pregnant again, which hadn't really been part of the plan. But then we moved in. We thought every farm needs a cat and every cat needs a friend, so we got 2 kittens. And then, as if life wasn't hectic enough already, we thought, how about we get a puppy? So in the new year, along came Rue, which in hindsight was a slightly mad thing to do, particularly in the depths of winter. Trying to toilet train a puppy with a screaming toddler, 2 kittens, while pregnant, in the pouring rain. But it's all good.
Have you done your makeup for this?
I got on some foundation, yeah.
Bless you.
So I need to stop saying to everyone that we bought a farm, because in reality, we have not bought a farm. We have bought a very expensive, beautifully overgrown
House with land.
plot of land with a huge debt, and we're going to build a farm from scratch.
Yeah. Time is of short supply, and there's only so many hours in the day, and the nature of the type of farming, type of growing we're doing is really labour intensive, and it's very tiring and it's taxing on the body. We also have Brian that comes up with us. He's worked with me for the last 4 or 5 years now on on the gardens.
He's fab.
Brian's fab. And
Brian with a Y, not an I.
Cool, you're going to include that?
You do it better than me.
Brian with the Y, not the I.
Mine was way better.
Oh my god, I'm so shit at this.
No, you're not. You're great at this.
So we're learning on the job, but we're of the mentality that we'll just have a go and see what works. But we keep pinching ourselves that we're in this amazing, beautiful place and that we get to raise our ever-growing family here.